Hello everybody, and I wanted to do a quick video where I talk about why I think, and why I believe, and why I hope that Darkhawk, my favorite Marvel superhero, is going to be in Marvel TOKON. So, we're about a week after the reveal of the Unbreakable X-Men into Marvel TOKON as a team, and it made me think about who's going to come next. Everyone's been thinking about it. The story seems to have focused on the Shi'ar Empire. The Shi'ar Empire, if you don't already know, is a bird-based empire headed by Lilandra, and is usually an X-Men thing. In fact, you can see Lilandra as the statue out in front of the X-Mansion. We also hear Danger say,
"I am all that remains of Shi'ar technology."
So, the Shi'ar are a focus of this game. Whether you like it or not, if you hate the Shi'ar, you love the Shi'ar, whatever. It seems like the Shi'ar are going to be at least somewhat important to the story. Now, we do know about 4 other teams coming around. Captain America, Ghost Rider, Spider-Man, and Doctor Doom's teams. And there's been plenty of speculation about who could possibly be on those teams. There's a few different routes they could go. They could do a lot of different things. Here's my thought process. Captain America's going to be leading the Avengers. Obviously, everyone knows this. Iron Man seems to be one of the members of the Avengers, as does, potentially, Miss Marvel. Now, people have said that Miss Marvel could be on Ghost Rider or Spider-Man's team, and that's still very much a possibility. You know who else was an Avenger? That fucking guy right there. That's Darkhawk. Darkhawk was a West Coast Avenger in the 90s. He is intrinsically linked to the Shi'ar, especially in recent history. It is a very likely chance that Darkhawk could be related to this game in some way. Now, it's not just he's Shi'ar, the game's focused on the Shi'ar. That is a big important point, though. Secondly, we do know that the game devs have said that they wanted to do characters that have not been playable in a Marvel fighting game before. Darkhawk has never been playable in a Marvel fighting game before. Now, so have hundreds of thousands of Marvel characters, that is true. I just think with the Shi'ar focus, that statement, both of those things seem to line up. There is also the itty-bitty factoid that we don't seem to have a Guardians team in this game. If we do, it's either led by Ghost Rider or Doctor Doom, both of which are possible, but odd. So, if we don't have a Guardians team, or if we do and they just haven't revealed it yet, which is possible, I think Darkhawk is potentially a shoo-in for this game. And my last piece of evidence for this, and this is kind of subjective, but if you take a look at this motherfucker, there he is, that's Darkhawk. If you take a look at him, he is so clearly tokusatsu styled. He is so clearly a Power Ranger style character. Now, with that in mind, and what we've seen them do, like Gundam Iron Man and stuff like that, I think it's a strong possibility with his anime styling, his Shi'ar relevance, his lack of video game representation, and finally, an important part of this story, Imperial Guardians. It comes out next month. Imperial Guardians is a run with Darkhawk as one of the main members, meaning that Marvel is intending, at least a little bit, to push Darkhawk a little more, since this is his first appearance since 2021. And even then, this book seems to be about Chris Powell Darkhawk, which is his first appearance since, I think, 2011. With that in mind, I think it's possible. And I think it's my crackpot theory. He is also my number one wish list character. He is the character I would love to see more than anybody. But we'll see. And since my other wish list character, Phantom X, is definitely not going to be in the game, because otherwise he probably would have been part of the X-Men roster if he was going to be, and he has very little to do with the Shi'ar, I'm putting all my hopes into our raptor-wielding boy. If you guys want me to talk more about Darkhawk, if you guys want me to talk about more about who I think is going to come to this game, what my theories are, what my roster pick is, let me know. If not, I understand. But, thank you. Do you like the new background? I just got this shelf installed in my room. And I've been sorting. There's all the movies up there. I can do a full tour later. I also have all my games. So, like, if you guys are interested in seeing that and wanted to know what all I've got on this fucking shelf, let me know. Ciao.